Hello, my name is Addie from the Charlotte Community Library, and today I am going to be showing you how to draw a present for Boxing Day. So Boxing Day is December 26th. It is also referred to as Offering Day. Boxing Day originated in the United Kingdom. And it is a holiday all about giving money and other gifts to those in need, and to those in underappreciated service positions. So Boxing Day is really all about generosity, and giving to those in need, those that are underappreciated, those that are having a hard time. So it's really just about generosity, and helping people. So when I like to draw a present, what I like to do is start with the bow, because I feel like since it goes on top and everything else has to be underneath, it's easier to draw it first and then fill in everything else around it, since it has to be the thing on top, if that makes sense at all. So what we're going to do first, is we are going to go in, with the blue. So first we're going to make a circle for the center of the bow. So you don't want to make the bow in the middle. What I do normally is I have like the square for the front of the present, and then I have like the slanted lines, and then like the other slanted lines to kind of show like the back of the present. So we're doing this part right now, so we want it a little bit off to the side because you want the square in the front of the present to be the center. All right, so now we're just going to make 2 loops for the bow. You can make them as big as you want, any shape that you want, whatever you like, any color. I just thought this blue was pretty. Okay. Just going in, making the lines a little bit thicker. Okay. That's all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few kind of like curly cues going down, and that's going to be the ribbon that's left over and curled at the end of the bow. So I normally make that pretty long. I like it to be a little bit longer than the package. Now you can do another one kind of off to the side and then drooping down. Okay. All right. So now let's draw the square in the front. Okay. So I'm going to go in with this darkish pink color. And I'm just going to draw a square. So let's just start here and then go across. We want to avoid going over any of the other lines on the paper right now. So we're gonna do that. go. So let's just kind of go in between the ribbon when you're drawing. If you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. But I just think it looks a little bit better if you don't draw over the ribbon, if you kind of make it look like it's under the ribbon. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so now let's draw the square. Alright, so that's okay for the first square. So now what I think we should do is draw the lines. So for this, I like to have a separate sheet of paper. It's just a little bit easier to get all of the lines, straight and nice if you have a separate sheet of paper to kind of work with, but you don't have to use one of those if you don't want to. I just personally think it's a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take one of the corners and start a slant, and then we want to match it with the other corners pretty much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start down here. We're just gonna take this corner and we're going to kind of just go like that. Make a slant to start out with. A little bit more of one. There we go. Okay, so now that we have one line done, it'll be easier to do the other ones. So what I want to do is I want to line up my piece of paper with the one line and then scoot it across my page to get to the corner. So now what I'm going to do, sorry, I need to do that one more time, I accidentally messed up. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and just make a little bit of a line. Alright, and now we're going to line these up. Okay. There we go, that's a little bit better. Now we're going to just finish lining that up. Probably will not be perfect, but that is okay. I'm just gonna get it as close as we can. There we go, that's not bad. Okay, so that corner looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw this top part. So what I like to do is line up the piece of paper again. And I'm going to just kind of show how long it is. Okay. Now we're going to take the same piece of paper, try to line it up at the top. Okay. There we go. That looks alright. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up. Does not look quite right. That is okay. So that part is kind of a mistake, but we're going to fix that real quick. There we go, that's all right. So now I'm going to fill in real quick with this color. So we're just going to fill in the box. We're going to try not to hit the ribbon at all. Okay, so we're just gonna fill in all the rest of the squares real quick. And then we're going to outline it, add one more ribbon, and then we are all set. Actually, I might not even need to outline this one. It kind of looks good the way it is. But if you wanted to add an extra outline, you could. I normally just use a pen for that. Just a regular black pen. Alright. That looks pretty good. Okay. Just add a little bit of pink. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to take a black, and I'm just going to add like these kind of center ribbon lines. You could also do the blue if you would like. I thought the black looked kind of nice though. So what I'm just gonna do is start off with a center line. I'm just gonna bring that straight down, and then we're just gonna fill that in. We want to go around any of the ribbon. Try not to draw on top of it. I do on accident sometimes, but oh well. Okay, so now we're going to draw inside of the ribbon. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to bring that all the way up. And then we're just going to add one to the top. We're going to try to follow the same slant as like that line. But if it's a little bit off, that's all right. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a center one right here. Trying to go around the ribbon. Okay. All right, and now we want to connect that top together. There we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Well, I think we're going to stop there today. Thank you for joining me today and have a wonderful day.